Hi everybody, this is Alchemist 2 and I'm back again with another movie review. I just recently got a chance to watch Finding Dory and I absolutely loved every second of it, and I even cried because there was a point in the film where I'm not going to say what happens, but it just kind of reminded me where I am in my journey right now, and it hit me right between the eyes. But then Dory has an epiphany, and I won't say what the epiphany is, but if you've seen my post, then you know exactly where I'm coming from. But it's just like this movie was made for me, and strangely enough, it gave me a sense of inner peace and calm and serenity, and just made me glad that I am doing everything I can to make the best out of a handful of lemons and turn them into lemonade, basically. But I loved this movie, and Baby Dory was just so adorable. Adorable. Ha ha! I'm so funny! Yeah, okay. Alchemists do. Stop making puns. People don't like them. Some do, but anyway, sometimes I can't help it. I just, it's what I do. But there are a lot of mysteries that are solved, and as far as villains go, I loved Hank. I don't know why. I've always had a thing for octopi. Hence my love for Dr. Octopus. But anyway, yeah, I think there's some issues there, but I was talking to somebody about that. He's like, hentai, tentacle hentai. I'm like, I don't do tentacle hentai, okay? No. Ugh. No, I just think that octopi, cephalopods, are fascinating creatures. And jellyfish too. I'm really drawn. I don't know why. It's just like, very mysterious. I want to learn more about you, but yeah, they live long lives too. And fun fact, the Medusa jellyfish can actually revert and is said to be immortal, and scientists are doing experiments on them to see why and how they can regenerate. It's unbelievable science, and so spiffy. I mean, I can't really say that much more, but Hank instantly became my favorite villain, and he's just he is very complex. At first, you understand why he is an introvert, and just exactly why he is so standoffish. He doesn't like to be touched, and it makes absolute sense. And you know, there are times in our lives where we're all like Hank, I think, when we put up our shields and we want our defenses around us, and then we've got Dories that come into our lives that you know, speak it to us straight and shake us up and change our routine, and then make us realize that there's another perspective. And yeah, this movie was extremely deep, I thought, and even far better. I didn't know that they could top Finding Nemo, but they did, and Finding Nemo is one of my favorite Pixar films other than Up. Up is at the very, very top of my Pixar films. Of course, Toy Story is up there. Cars was okay. It's not my favorite. Planes is in that same category, even though transportation is one of my big, big things. I love Monsters, Inc. The prequel to the Monsters, Inc. kind of didn't satisfy my expectations. It was passable, but it didn't really wow me like a lot of the other Pixar films. This did immensely. I was just thinking about other Pixar films that have been out. Just trying to... Oh yeah, Inside Out. I adore Inside Out. Inside Out was one of the best movies I've seen in a good long time. Good Dinosaur, outstanding. Loved it. I'm really looking forward to Moana. Yeah, I cannot wait for Moana. I am super, super excited. I'm just eager to see a Polynesian princess. I'm intrigued by Polynesia in and of itself, just because it's exotic and foreign, and I'm drawn to things like that. It's like, ooh, mystery. Can I study it? But I want to know how you tick. I want to know how you work. But I absolutely loved it, especially Bailey. His echolocation when Dory clues him in, he's like, ooh, and he starts. That just cracked me. I love that. And of course, Destiny, the whale shark. I love whale sharks. Whale sharks rule. They're so awesome. I mean, they're so big and just so gentle. I thought, I love her. And of course, Ray was back, and we all adore Ray, but Ray had to go with the flow and follow the migration. And that was pretty neat, just to have him back and sing the song about migration. It cracked me up. I thought that was in the original, and I was singing along with him. And the Just Keep Swimming song that her parents taught her was wonderful. But it hit me just because, the loss of my dad. But it gave me hope because, I don't have issues like Dory does, but I think some of us come across obstacles that may seem insurmountable. But one thing that really stuck with me, and it was like I was hearing this from beyond, but there's always another way. And I've always believed that, and you just think, oh, well, it's hopeless. No, there's no such thing as being hopeless or helpless. And one of my favorite lines, and it's almost like directly from Arthur Conan Doyle, but when Sherlock says there's always a solution. Always. I mean, you may think, oh, there's no possible way that I'm ever going to get out of this, or this won't end well, but it's a self-fulfilling prophecy if you think that way. And she had the right perspective. She had good intentions, and her heart was in the right place, and she made manifest her own destiny. She had people to help her along the way, but ultimately it was Dory that did it. And wow, I mean, it's just so deep, and I resonated on so many levels with this film just because of everything that's happened. And I thought it's kismet, but yeah, I usually don't use the word kismet very often, but I do believe that's why, and there's just a reassurance that I'm on the right track, so whew, thank goodness. I give Finding Dory 2 thumbs way up, 5 stars, hands down. I mean, the ocean in of itself, I'm a big water baby, so for me, this is one of my ultimate destinations as far as going out and just exploring. And we know so little about the oceans as a whole, as a species, but yeah. And Sigourney Weaver, that part was so funny when you hear the voiceover Sigourney Weaver, and I just had to laugh at that. I just cracked up. I thought this is so clever, and a lot of the one-liners, especially with Hank and Dory and their quipping, and I don't know how they do it. And Ratzenberger, I'm not sure which character he voiced, but I heard him. I thought, oh yeah, he's Ray. Sorry, he's Ray. I should remember that. But yeah, he voiced Ray. He voiced Ray in this one. He had the original characters and Marlin back, and Nemo was voiced by somebody else. Of course, Ellen DeGeneres voiced Dory. I mean, the characters are just outstanding. Hank was my favorite villain. And, even though he was very complicated and had twisted motives at the first, he's really not that bad when all is said and done. As you say, oh, he's definitely got heart in those hearts. And he's not just a cold, calculating, cruel, manipulative cephalopod. Here's something else behind that manic part of him, and there's motive, and yeah, it's unbelievable, but still best villain ever. That's about all I had to say about Finding Dory, and I shall see you on the flip side, my magicians. Until next time, live long, prosper. Ciao tutti.